Hello guys, welcome to our weekly outlook. Today we want to check our currency pairs we'll be watching for this week, directional bias, and also I will review some of my trade that I took on last week. So let's start with our currency pairs. Let's start with GBPUSD. So this week on GBPUSD, let me review the trades. Yeah, GBPUSD. I didn't take any trade. I think on Monday, Tuesday we saw this massive crash. I think this was Tuesday. Then, as you can see here, on Wednesday I tried to short GBPUSD. I tried to short this GBPUSD. I saw lower time frame confirmation for shorts, and this was I think this was a daily low, previous day low. And I saw some kind of confirmation around here, but then it hasn't reached here. I wanted to short from the lower time frame perspective, and then GBPUSD hit my stop loss twice, and after that I just left it for the day. This was the next day. I think this was on Thursday. On Thursday I saw this short opportunity. This was New York session. I shorted GBPUSD. I took some partials around here, and then it came up again. But overall I was bearish for the day though. I was bearish for that Thursday. On that Thursday I was very bearish on GBPUSD because I was really, my eyes was looking at this equal lows here to be taken out, and overall we're bearish. Then it came to take out this equal lows here. Then it came back. In thank God, when we're trading we have to take partials along the way, because we don't know really where the market is going. We are just speculating that okay, the market should head to this zone here, at least before we see some kind of pullback, maybe a continuation lower. As you can see here, after it reached there, it's cleared this here. I've already took a lot of partials along the way. Then it came back to this place. Imagine I didn't take any partials. How that kind of emotion. I'll feel bad about what I was doing. So you just have to secure yourself along the way. So you shouldn't let a winner turn a loser. Then you can see here also it continues bearish for the day, and then this was another day. This was on Friday. I saw some kind of confirmation here on our lower time frame. Let me go to the lower time frame on 15 minutes. As you can see here, there's an OB here. Then we're bullish. The other flow was bullish from the 15-minute perspective, and then it came here and I entered the long with just minimal stop loss, and I had a very huge run. You see GBPUSD. So that was that for GBPUSD. Now we should clear our chart and make a fresh analysis. So let's start with our weekly time frame. On our weekly time frame, as you can see, we are still very bearish from our higher time frame perspective, which is this weekly time frame. We are still very bearish. The weekly bearishness is still flowing. It's flowing downward, man. Buying this bucket is very dangerous from my own view. So you can see here, this weekly time frame is still very much bearish, and we have already cleared this load. Anyway, the weekly time frame is bearish. Going to our daily time frame, you can see here the daily perspective too is still flowing bearish. Like this is bearish. So our daily time frame too is also bearish. Our daily time frame is bearish. Now let's go to our 4H 4-hour perspective. that is the 4-hour time frame. On our 4-hour time frame here, you can see here that on GBPUSD, at first we're bearish for the week. Yeah, we're very bearish. I think this was around Thursday, Friday. Let me check. Yeah, this Thursday, Friday. The order flow for 4-hour turned bullish again. Immediately there was another sell off, then it cleared this low again, and now we are bearish. For the 4-hour time frame is also bearish. Going down to our 1-hour time frame. On our 1-hour time frame here, you can see that on this 1-hour time frame is quite trickish though. But to me here, I feel the 1-hour time frame is now showing some kind of bullishness, but these are internal structure break though, internal break of structure. I wish we saw some kind of like this one going lower, then it's a push up, then it will have confirmed that bullishness. But here we see having some minor bullishness kicking in on our 1-hour time frame. Let's go to our 15 minutes time frame here. On our 15 minutes time frame here, you can see this is why I took the trade, this OB here. So on our 15-minute time frame, these are also internal structure break though, but this kind of trade I don't really use my normal position size to take this kind of trade that didn't have any kind of liquidity grab before a push up that is showing real bullishness. But you can see these are still internal structure break with minimal risk stop loss. Imagine it didn't, there is no any sort of spike down that took down, so it was very nice trade. This also bullish, sorry, is also bullish. So to me on our intraday time frame, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes time frame, we are looking changing some kind of, we are having some kind of structure change here. Like we are becoming, structure is becoming bullish, but not entirely bullish, because there was no any sort of liquidity run before it started turning bullish. Now here you can see, to me here, we just stay and watch how the weekly will open. We should just stay and watch how the weekly will open here. So if it comes here, we should be very watchful of this place from our 1 hour perspective here. So let me just mark this chart up, because I can't just be explaining without marking this shit up. So you can see that on our 4 hour time frame, this is like, this is bearish. Don't go and be trying to cash in the bottom. You just keep pecking the stop loss, pushing down to just keep breaking the lows. You get it? So when the time frame is showing us that it's bullish, we don't fight it. Like we don't fight the trend. Just flow with the market, flow with the trend. So this is bearish here. Also on our daily perspective here, you can see I always mark this zone here. So we are bearish though. On the daily time frame, we are bearish. So on our 15 minutes time frame, let me mark it. As you can see here, there's an OB here. Then it came back to this OB here. This is our OB. Then we saw some kind of bullishness that kicked in. It came back. This was like some kind of a VOS on the very lower time frames. If we go to like maybe like 3 minutes or so, you see that this is some kind of break of structure. Then this came back to this OB again. This was now an OB this year. It came back here, then a continuation high. Also came back to this OB here for another, maybe another legs up, maybe to this zone here, before we start monitoring the lower time frame perspective to know what we're going to do next in the market. Now let's go to our EURUSD. I don't trade this EURUSD that much again. For now, I focus on GBPUSD intraday and Nasdaq sometimes. So let's start with our weekly time frame. Let me go to the weekly once and for all. So on our weekly time frame here, USD didn't really push down last week. There was not any kind of push down that happened last week. So here it is. There's last week analysis. Let me just clear it and make fresh analysis. Here on our EURUSD, you can see that we are bearish from our weekly time frame perspective. Let me just mark it once and for all. Just mark the charts. So let me, here is an OB here, because this was a BOS, this was a push down. We trace back to this OB here. Now we are seeing some kind of push lower. Can we make another new low on EURUSD? Because this weekly time frame is looking very bearish. There is possibility of making new lows on EURUSD. Let's go to our daily time frame. On our daily time frame now, here is where the problem starts. Let me make this visible on daily time frame, so as should be visible on daily time frame. No, we don't need it on our minutes. So here you can see that okay, this our daily time frame. Yeah, this was some kind of OB here. There's this OB here. Yeah, it came back to this OB. Let me mark them. There's also another OB here on weekly time frame. Maybe this 1, 2, 3, 4. It's another OP before this POS. So here, let's use the body close of this candle. So as you can see here, EURUSD bought to this OB here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it bought to this OB here. This is on Monday. This was on Monday here. Then on Tuesday, it also bought to this OB here. Now it's collapsed. Yeah, it's collapsed. And again here, you can see that this was not quite very clean structure break here. I don't really like this kind of structure break. It's not pure. It's not pure. This structure break is not pure. So as you can see here, this if before I'll be convinced that this was a structure break, you know, this is a nice push here. When we're breaking structure here, there's a nice push here. This was some kind of just a push, and it is see how the candles even close. Just imagine. So this is a trap. This is some kind of trap. But to me here, this is on weekly time frame. Going down to our daily, on weekly time frame, I can see that we are bearish. But on our daily time frame perspective here, you can see that we made a low here, clearing these relative equal lows here. These are relative equal lows here. Let me put some things here. Here, these were relative equal lows here. It came here to clear it. Now we saw some kind of structure break here. So on our daily time frame, we are bullish. From my own views, we are bullish here. Now we are seeing some kind of retracement. Let me check where we are in our fib level, if we're in a discount. Okay, you can see here we are now below this is 1.8. This is a very nice buy from our daily time frame perspective. On our daily time frame perspective, we are bullish. From my own view, we are bullish. So let me just make this just visible on the daily. Then going down to our 15 minutes time frame. No, let's check our 1 hour first. As you can see here, now we are at critical zone because our daily is telling us that we are bullish. Now we can still look for bullish order flow on our 1 hour. Now we need what we want to see here now is okay. This is another some kind of a clue that we have already cleared this low here. Sorry. Okay. Now these are equal lows here. These are equal lows here, and it's already cleared it here. Now we see some kind of bullish push up here, which broke structure. After that, now all we want to see now maybe is a continuation to the upside here. So as for me, we are bullish on our intraday perspective and bullish on our daily. So in EURUSD next week, one can be looking for some kind of bullish push up maybe to around this side. You just have to monitor this area here, this area here. You just have to monitor what's happening. So that is it for EURUSD for people that trade EURUSD. It's not really hard. You can see that there was a kind of liquidity grab that happened here, clearing all these equal lows. Then we have a very nice push up that came to this over here, but it couldn't make a new low. It couldn't make a new low, and there was also a liquidity grab here. So it might not even be interested in coming to this area again. Maybe just have some kind of another bullish confirmation here to continue. Then maybe attacking this highs here, this buy stops here. So that is just it on EURUSD. So let's just put this as a point we should be, as a zone we should be watching. These zones here, these should achieve equal highs. Now let's move to our indices. Let's start with S&P. So on our indices here, we have some kind of push here. I really don't know. Maybe this might be a structure break. It's not really that massive. I want to see before I am convinced of a structure break. I need to see that momentum. Then a moment at least to this side here. Now before it, well, this is somehow tricky. But for me, I will be very skeptical in this kind of. I rather stay flat than trying to do something. But it's because this is some kind of structure break. I thought it's some kind of structure break. Now we have came back to this OB here. Let me just clear the chart and make fresh analysis. So on our weekly time frame perspective here, we were flowing bearish before, and this was kind of a high. Then it cleared this low here. Then we clear this low here. We break this. So as you can see here, we break this on something like this. We want to be very skeptical about this. Yeah. So, but to me, yeah, okay, this is a structure break here. Now we return to this OB here from the weekly time frame. After we returning there, also this was some kind of fib level. I don't know if this guy is trying to violate this fib level. I don't understand it yet. So this is some kind of fib level. So this is a very nice place to be looking for longs but one should be very skeptical of what's really happening on daily time frame. We need to be watching what our daily time frame is doing, like the candles, how they close, where they are when they were closing, something like that. All those are need to be in check. So on our daily time frame, we can see here structure change happened here. I used to say this. I think I said this on our last week outlook. Stretching happened here. Now it came back to this zone here. This is an OB here. This is an OB here. Now we saw some kind of pull here. This is very bearish to me, but this candle closure is very nice closure. One should be very skeptical in this zone here. This is some kind of key zone on a weekly time frame, so one should be very skeptical here. Let's go to our 4-ish. On our 4-hour, this is also very bearish. There's no point in trying to long this market based on a 4-hour time frame perspective. But our 1-hour time frame is now showing us that okay, I want to turn bullish here. So here is we have some kind of push which made this pre-OS. Now let's watch what's really happening. This is an OB here, so you can also use this as low, so to minimize the risk. But to me, immediately we start heading to this OB here, this zone, I'll be watching. Okay, what's happening? Also, there was also a fair value gap here. Here is a fair value gap here. Which here, let me mark it once and for all. So that is it. Here is a fair value gap here, then an OB. So this is a very nice place to be looking for long. On our intraday perspective, we are bullish. On our daily higher time frame perspective, we are bearish. On the weekly, we are very bearish. So that is that for US 500. Now let's go to our Nasdaq. You see now on our Nasdaq, I love this pair. This is my best indices for now. Here was the trade I took Nasdaq on Nasdaq last week here, and I posted everything on my Telegram channel before I post all the results here. You can see here also bullish order flow to this here POS. Then came back to this OB and it went up, clearing this high here, came to an important zone here for this crash. But I don't trade news, so I will not really be involved in this kind of crash. Imagine being involved in this kind of crash. There was a high slippage. That is very dangerous. So here, this was another trade here. They are equal lows here. These were equal lows. Now we saw some kind of bearish structure change here that started to happen around this side. Then there was also another equal low that was cleared. It changed structure. Now we came back to this OB here before we plummet down, clearing this equal lows, also going beyond the equal lows. There's also an opportunity to short from here, but this zone, one just have to go to the lower time frame to monitor the minimal risk entry to me. So there's also another short opportunity here. I'm very sure I don't trade this time here. So another short opportunity. Now this was in the night. Okay, on the next day, this was Friday. This was our liquidity grab. A POS break of structure showing that we are heading down. Now we came back to this fair value gap here. There's also an OB here. I think this was on our 15 minutes time frame here. Here now we see a nice push down. This was also a nice trade. I'll try to re-enter here, and this one was a break-in trade. So that was that on Nasdaq last week. So let's just clear the chart and make a fresh analysis. So going to our weekly time frame perspective, we can see that okay, now Nasdaq is somehow bullish on the weekly time frame perspective to me here, because if we go to our line chart here now, we can see that there was some kind of lower structure here. There was a structure here before a push down that cleared this here, before a nice push up, breaking this structure here. Now we're coming back to this over here. There was this very nice zone. So as I was saying here, as you can see here, this was a nice structure that came, broke this low, a push, then now we are heading low, maybe to continue higher. So this should be very watchful of this. So let me just mark it once and for all. There was a BOS here. There was a liquidity grab here. And here was an OB here. And here was an OB here. Going down to our daily time frame, we can see that on this OB, we made some rejection here. Coming to this OB here. Then after that, there was also a BOS here showing that we are bearish on our daily time frame perspective. Now we are bearish. There's also another structure change here. I don't know until I need to see how this week, how next week starts, something like that, to see what's really happening here. As far as I'm concerned, there was also another low that was being cleared. So we are very bearish on our daily time frame perspective. Also, you can know that we know that from our weekly time frame perspective here, sales an important zone, so we should be very watchful of this zone. But overall, I think we might still continue making new lows because this is very bearish. I can't judge this one structure change compared to this bearish flow that has been happening. So let's just wait and know what the market is trying to present to us before we act. Here we have to know what's really happening. We have to see the next day candle, how it's open and how it closed before we start making some kind of decision on what to do. So for now, I'm sidelined because we are bearish. We are bearish on a higher time frame perspective. Let me check our 4H, our 4-hour. We are also bearish on our 4-hour time frame perspective. There's no any sign of bullishness here. So on our 1H perspective, yeah, on this time frame here, we can see that 1 hour is trying to tell that okay, I'm now bullish. I'm no more bearish. Here you can see some kind of nice break of structure. Let's see what the next week, sorry, let's see what next week present to us. There's also a fair value gap here. Let me just mark this and this. So this is a very nice zone here to be watched. So that is that on our Nasdaq. We just have to wait for what's going to happen around here. Maybe a continuation high. From our intraday perspective. Now let's go to our DXY. Nice. So DXY, like I said last week, we are still bullish. There's no any reason to be trying to short this market by force. This market is telling us that I'm bullish. Leave me out to continue going bullish. Like there's no any reason trying to short this kind of market. To me, yeah. From our hard time frame perspective, we are bullish. We are bullish. See the weekly time frame. Just much. See how it's flowing. See this OB. Just continue going higher. This DXY is very bullish. Well, as we all know, we have to be watching this kind of key highs in each kind of bullish move. So far, we already made this kind of high, and we came back. This place is also a key zone to be watched. So let me just clear the chart and make fresh analysis. So on our DXY here, we can see bullish order flow on our weekly time frame. It's very bullish. No, there's no reason in trying to short this kind of market. Just flow with the market. Flow with the market. And make this visible on our daily time frame. As you can see here, our daily is also very bullish here. There's no any reason in trying to short this. This daily time frame is looking very bullish. Here, break of structure, a push down. Now our weekly, our daily time frame is bullish. There's a little OB here that was pin tested. This broke the structure and it came back here, continue high. Now we are overall in this kind of zone here. Now there's higher chance of us seeing a new high on DXY because we are bullish. On weekly time frame we are bullish. On our daily time frame we are bullish. On our 4-hour time frame, let me check. 4-hour time frame is bullish. Yeah, as you can see here, nice structure change that happened here, and since then we're just consolidating for another leg up. So on our 1-hour time frame perspective, okay, our 1 hour is now showing us that okay, I want to move lower. 1-hour time frame is telling us that okay, I want to start coming bearish, and we just flow with the market. There's no any reason in trying to trade against what's happening. So far you are a day trader, you are a intraday trader, just flow with what the market is trying to tell you. Just flow the market, flow with the market. Here you can see we are bearish on our 1-hour time frame, so taking a trade from here based on 1-hour time frame perspective is not bad to continue this bearish flow until it tells us that okay, I want to start going bullish. So on our higher time frame perspective we are bullish, and our intraday time frame perspective we are bearish. Also on our 15 minutes time frame, as you can see here, we are bearish. So that is that for this week. See you guys on our next week outlook. Bye for now, guys.